It's difficult to really sort of discuss what we were doing because when we did things, we got quite a negative reaction from some of the people involved with the KLF. So we kind of stopped doing it because I got a really bad feeling about it all. We were doing kind of like, not piss takes, but I took the position to ridicule it. And by ridiculing it, created a new piece of work, which to some people involved in the original burning probably came across as being just a simple piss take of what they were doing, but actually there was a lot more going on really. We did this project which basically, to me, stripped out all the kind of superficial stuff around the original money burning. We didn't burn any real money, we just burnt some joke money to kind of shrink wrap that concept away from the original activity, because I was more interested in the film of what they'd been doing rather than what they'd done, you know. You see what I mean? Most people were quite knocked out by the fact they'd burnt all this money, but to me what was more interesting was the fact that they filmed it and then they asked Gimpo to take the film and make a big song and dance about it and display it in various places around the UK. The film itself is fantastic. That's an interesting piece of work. We went straight back to the same spot. It was about a year after the KLF did their burning, so there was still some money in the fireplace. It was all burnt, but there was still money in there. So it confirmed to me that they did it. It also confirmed to me that the event itself was pretty meaningless. Not only our event, but their event. As I say, what I was fascinated by was the fact that they filmed it. And the fact that they actually had to tell people about it, that was fascinating. I spoke to Bill, and that was the thing that they really struggled with. Because the money itself is kind of neither here nor there, you know. In 1,000 years, £1 million quid's going to mean nothing to no man, so obviously when they actually did it, the problem that they had was, do we tell people or not? And that to me seemed like the most interesting thing. I was trying to get through to Bill. If you're going to do something like this, don't tell anybody. Why bother telling anybody? You don't have to tell anybody. Like, we had to. And as soon as it went out into the public domain, it got spun and twisted and it just evaporated. There's loads of ways of taking it. I don't really know what it's about, the actual activity of burning money. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's art, I don't know if it's mindless stupidity, I don't even know what it is. I think it's a brilliant thing to do, but I don't know what it means. And anybody that claims to know what it means is probably lying, to be honest. It could just be the activity of burning some paper, which is why we did the thing afterwards, because we'd followed the exact same process. And we had sort of the same feelings afterwards. It obviously wasn't financially as damaging to us, but we had a similar feeling after it where we were kind of like, you know, wanting to tell people we'd done it, but we didn't. I mean, I'm doing it now, I suppose, but which is the kind of thing that I didn't really want to do, but we certainly won't be releasing the film of it or anything like that.
So you've got footage of your money burning?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Well, not exactly, it was very similar with Gimpo, and we tried to get the journalist actually that was there as well, but we couldn't get in touch with him. But we went on to do other stuff as well after that. We didn't just focus on the KLF, we did other things. And we didn't tell anybody about them.